Send off.
Something about tapes.
Something about
Yo. Yes, crew. This
All right.
is this is an emergency broadcast, I think.
Well, I just got straight into it. It's so desperate.
Yeah, no.
I'm so desperate to hear about it. I need to hear about it. I think my fucking phone's fucked.
Why?
My phone number is just spoofed. Like, it's just
Oh, you get a lot of texts.
every day I get like 9 texts, 10 telegrams. I keep getting fucking like I've got like 30 missed calls. I'm not even like in debt like I used to be.
Yeah, what is it?
I don't know.
Is it just people being like,
I think my number's
do you
just
need a job?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had one the other day on WhatsApp.
I just got a text just now that just said, "Can I have a brief chat?"
That flashed up when I was sat in your chair where you were setting it up.
Yeah.
And I just saw that. I thought,
So, oh, Joe's in trouble,
Joe's
but
in.
no, it's just
I thought it was
scam.
Mum.
It's more scam shit, and I keep getting one from Binance as well.
oh,
Like, does Binance still exist?
yeah,
It is still a place.
yeah.
Yeah, I keep getting one from fake Binance that says, "Your withdrawal application has been submitted. If it's not you, call this scam number now."
Quick.
And each time it's like 0800. No, not calling that number.
Definitely not.
+442309. No.
No.
0330.
No, definitely not. What the fuck? Yeah,
Yeah, I get like
mine's
9
not
of them
so
a day.
bad. Mine's only WhatsApps.
I don't know why. I don't know
I
where
get
it's
more on the work phone because that's on Google or
it's
whatever.
out there.
Did you put your number online when you wanted to start that podcast? Call me now.
Yes, but it wasn't my number. It was. It wasn't that number.
Just checking.
So yeah,
It wasn't that number.
no. The podcast was like it was called "Call Me Now 0749." It just said the
Fucking
full number.
nutter.
That would have been a good pod. We need to actually
It
try
could've
and we need to do that as a spin-off pod.
Could have been great.
In the middle, instead of a tape player, we could just have a fucking phone.
Just a Nokia 3310.
What is up? Who are you?
I'm just
Hello,
worried
I'm
about
wondering.
Samara.
No.
Can I sell you a pallet of? No.
Hi there, I'm here about your home insurance. Hi, what's my name? Okay, goodbye.
Bye now. Oh god. Yeah.
Endless.
Never ending phone calls.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've had a few that like one just popped up in my chat in WhatsApp and was like, "Hey,"
Yeah.
and then I clicked on it and he had a profile picture. So I looked at it and it was just some random looking guy.
Yeah.
And then I went to the laundrette and the guy was in there.
What, the guy who called you? That's funny.
He was just sat on the sofa doing laundry.
Hello.
And I was just like, why the fuck? But my business card was on the side.
Yeah.
But I don't know what he wanted. I think he just wanted a friend. Just said, hey. I was like,
Hey. Well, I had one literally like 2 days ago or whatever. I'm getting my car scrapped right now. And I had one, like I had a fake call like 10 minutes after I had organised to have my car picked up.
Yeah.
So I just quickly picked it up thinking it was them.
Yeah, yeah.
And then it just went, beep! You have been logged in. And I was like, you fuck.
logged into
Yeah,
what?
and then, I don't know. And then from then, that same number just kept calling over and over. And I was like, fuck.
You've agreed.
Yeah, yeah.
To something
the
by-
term.
That's hilarious.
It was just like, boop, we fucking got you, mate.
You done,
Bing
mate.
bong. Yeah,
That's hilarious.
it's probably peaking because I'm making the censored noise.
No, it's up high in general.
It's high.
It's running hot. We're running hot. It's hot in here already.
Yes. Well, I haven't done any intro of any
shit,
kind
we
or
just started
anything.
chatting.
Yeah. Welcome to the Something About Tapes podcast, where we listen to tapes. That's what the tape player's doing in the middle of the frame there.
Yes.
We find tapes without any labeling on them, and then we put them in the player to see what's on them, because it could be some gold.
There's one on the floor.
There you go, tapes like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Could be anything on there.
Lost media, mate. Lost media. But I am Joe. That is Shane. We are Corcoran, because we are brothers. Joe Corcoran. That's my name. There you go. That's the easiest
my
way to
name.
say that. We are Corcoran. However, my stage name,
which will become important later.
It's going to become very important, is Kryten Wolfgang, Kryten Wolfgang.
Go get him on IG, run it up.
Yeah, find me now, because soon there's going to be hundreds of millions of followers now.
Soon you'll have to request access.
So yeah, something big happened. If you are a follower of this pod, something cool happened that I've mentioned on the pod a couple times, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely.
If you're new to this and you're just seeing this clip because you just watched the episode of KillTony, or
there's a hint.
Yeah. Something like that. Hello, check out our podcast. We're funny all the time and shit like that.
Funny the whole
it's
time.
Funny the whole time. If you enjoy KillTony, you'll definitely love this.
Oh my God.
I'm joking, we're very different. But anyway, yeah, so big news, made it onto KillTony, right?
What the fuck?
KillTony is the YouTube open mic show thing.
It's the biggest
gets millions
podcast
of views
in the world besides Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it's the biggest live podcast. It's the biggest comedy podcast I
on
think.
any platform. Like,
yeah, and they were doing a show at the O2 Arena. It was their like only time coming to London in the last 5 years or something like that.
yeah,
Probably the last time
they might never
coming to
come
London.
back.
I don't think they'll ever come back after that. But we'll get into it.
Oh,
but yeah,
mate.
so I've got to tell the tale of everything.
Yeah. I think people know your past, right? You do an open mic in Oxford. It's small. It's a pub.
Yeah,
And
so yeah, in short, I've been doing comedy for about 3 years now. I started in October of 22, and where are we now? It's
25.
It's 25, and we're in June 25. So coming up 3 years. Been doing comedy for, and I've been watching KillTony for longer than that, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I just love comedy. I love stand-up and all that sort of shit. And yeah, the dream is to get on KillTony, because what they do on KillTony, which is a podcast, in case you don't know anything about it, is they get comedians to sign up, and then they put all those names into a hat, and then they randomly pick a comedian out, and sometimes they're new, sometimes they're really experienced. And then
how many? Do you know how many?
It's usually like 250 names in the hat, but I don't know how many for my one. But because they do the show at the Mothership, which is Joe Rogan's comedy place. But yeah,
that's the next target.
That's where I'm going to go up next. But yeah, and they pull names out of the hat randomly, and then you get 1 minute to do whatever you've got, and then they judge you, and they'll be nice, they'll be assholes. It's like random as fuck.
Yeah.
And you get to show off talents sometimes. Sometimes you get to sometimes you just get abused and kicked off.
Yeah.
It's just, it's quite harsh. It's a roast environment sometimes. But yeah, overall, I think any new comedian is like, fucking, if I get on KillTony, there's an opportunity there to
definitely
to rip.
That's
stuff.
Some people go on KillTony, do a 1 minute, get the golden ticket, and they are on tour.
Yeah.
Like they're literally
just comedian.
They're in.
Boom, famous comedian.
Yeah, crazy level up.
So yeah, I had to, like, they said that they were coming to London, and I was just like, well, I have to get tickets to that, basically. So we bought tickets to go to the show, and then we had to try and figure out how to like sign up for the show.
Yeah. Did they tell you any info? Like, was any info
There was basically nothing. Like, when you buy the tickets, we bought them in March or something. The gig wasn't until June. It was just basically radio silence the entire time, and everyone's on the Reddit like, how the fuck do you sign up? How do you do this? What the...
You bear in mind there's 20,000 capacity at the O2, isn't it?
Yeah, 20,000 people.
Fucking insane.
So I
20k.
As soon as I was going to the gig, I just started telling everyone, I'm 100% gonna be pulled out. I'm going on stage.
We had this chat multiple times in the workshop leading up, like a month before. You're like, I'm definitely going to get pulled, and I was like, there's no fucking chance. There's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, at the time, I thought maybe it was 10, 12,000 people, but it's actually 20,000 people in the arena.
Capacity, yeah.
And then you said it's like 300 or 250.
Yeah.
I was like, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no fucking way. You said it multiple times as well. They're going to pull my name.
Yeah. I was
like, you're at the back. You got nosebleed seats, bruv. You're at the back of the arena. There's no fucking way.
Yeah.
And also, quickly, I was supposed to be there. I actually got offered a ticket, but I was at the Jungle House party. It was the same day. So we're both in London at separate events.
Yeah.
With there's like a 2-hour window between my event finishing and yours starting.
Yeah.
So like the whole timeline of it's crazy. Because I'm getting updates by people that are at the gig whilst you're on stage.
Yeah. People are like, yeah. Oh my God. Well, yeah. So they put on before the gig. Oh yeah. I just got to say sorry as well. Sorry, it's a bit scrambled, but I don't believe in magical thinking or anything like that.
I've seen the secret DVD.
That's what I mean. I hate that stuff, like beyond all belief. And I don't believe when people were like saying,
manifest.
Oh, you manifested it. That's literally like the M word pisses me the fuck off. But like, I didn't manifest it. I didn't magical think it. I literally just knew that if I signed up, I would get pulled. It just something inside of me was just like, there's no way I'm going to that and not being pulled out of the bucket. It wasn't like, if I think it'll make it real. I was just like 100% I'm going to get pulled out of the bucket.
I was certain there was like such a small percentage chance.
It's 1 in 250, 1 in 300 like chance for it to happen.
I wonder if they even had. There might have only been 8 people in the bucket.
Yeah.
How many acts went up?
There were loads of people to sign up. Yeah. So back in the timeline, I'm going to this gig, waiting to find out how to sign up. We have no fucking idea how to sign up. And then about 2 days before the show, they just put a post up on Instagram saying, "This is where you go to sign up in the O2 Arena."
Oh, there's like a little booth.
It was just a cloakroom. The cloakroom at the O2 Arena. They were like, line up at the cloakroom. We'll fucking get you signed up, blah, blah, blah.
Damn.
Come here between 4 and 6. And we tried to get the taxi at 4. And you know how like the Ubers go up in value as it gets closer to the event?
Yeah.
The doors don't open until 6:30. And at 3:45, the taxis were already 22 quid.
Damn.
Yeah.
You was only over the river, weren't you?
We were so close.
You weren't even across the river, was you? Because it's at the Millennium Dome, isn't it?
We found out later we could have just tubed it.
Yeah.
It would have been much easier.
The tube's well easy.
We did it on the way back. But yeah, so the value was going up, meaning that people were going there to sign up.
Yeah.
And then when we turn up to the gig, like there's the O2 Arena, you walk through the main bit, and then there's like the main doors that lead to the actual like showroom.
Yeah.
And the cloakroom's like way over there. And the line was all the way.
Oh.
Yeah, it was like fucking.
So that was all sign-ups?
Yeah, all just people signing up.
Holy fuck.
And fucking, I showed up and was like, oh yeah. And then I was like, oh, is that the queue?
No way.
No way. And then we got to the end of the queue and we were literally the last 2 people in the queue. Just stood there like,
jeez.
Fuck. There's no way, like, out of all these people.
Yeah, but that meant you was at the top of the hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tactics, mate.
They condensed the line down, fucking. We all went over there. I would say like 300 people were there to sign up.
Yeah.
And they were signing everyone up, but then towards the end, like we were all in the queue, and then fucking some production woman just comes down the line like, everybody, but the only reason we all started listening to her was because she had an American voice.
Yeah.
Like if an English person had done that, we'd have been like, that's a crazy
Shut
comedian. Yeah, she's going off the wall. But yeah, and she was just like, everyone, are you ready? And everyone was like, yeah. What? It was like the most tepid British. Yeah.
Oh my God. We don't have that American energy.
They're
though.
not, yeah. And they weren't ready. Like, they were kind of like, oh, okay.
Wait,
so
it's happening now.
Yeah, we're gonna start sign-ups.
Fuck.
But yeah. Hey everyone, I want to show you everything that we've got in our store, but I don't want to bore the pants off of you, so I'm gonna go super quick. Boom! Alright. Here we have tape loops. These are our tape loops. You got 5-reel loop, you got the warbler, and you got the wiggler. They're all 5 reels, but the difference is that one's not fixed in place, so it wiggles around on its own. This one is the same, but we've cut a little window in, so you can add extra wiggle. Get involved in the wiggle. Gonna move that out of the way and show you. Boom. This is the player that you should be putting these tapes into. You get your loop, you pop it in. Yeah, get your connection. Yeah, plug. Alright, that's the radio. So you got the radio, and then you can sample to the tape if you wanted to, or you can put your tape with any sample in it. There's our tape there. And then you've got speed control. Whoa. Little ambient device. obviously, you can sample Black Eyed Peas if you want. It's up to you. If you buy this, you should buy the version that comes with a tape, and it also comes with a DIY kit on how to make your own loop, so you can get involved in making your own things. That's also available. It's called the Tape Looper Starter Kit. Get that. Let's move on to the next thing. All right, this is the Mini Mellow. This is a 4 different speed control tape player. So again, you get your tape, pop it in, get your line out going. Alright, and then you have a latching button here. Press that in. That controls the speed. Or you can control the speed with these 4 momentary buttons that you can also tune. So you've got basically a little piano from whatever sample you choose to put on the tape. We have it in green, but we also have black version. Don't know which ones are available right now, but you can get both of these kinds of versions. They're coming in and out of the store. Let's move on to the next thing. Wait. Oh god, we're at 2 minutes.
Keep going.
Alright. This is the QFXL. Whoa! It is a tape player with built-in effects. So if you've been with us for a while, you'll know the XL. We basically put this mod inside this player because this is a more reliable player, better sound, all that stuff. And it allowed us to put one of these mellow buttons that I just showed you onto here. So you've got your player, your output, and you connect it to this new output that we've added. That's the effects one. Boom. And then you can play your tape and you've got effects built in there. Sounds really good with like talking tapes and such. Things like that.
For me 2 tall trees and a hammock hung between the trees. I stretch out in the hammock and watch the clouds in the sky.
So it's essentially an all-in-one ambient machine. Yeah, so that's what's available. We've got the QFXL, we've got the Mini Mellow, and we've got the Dicta Drone Slide. Whoa, how long was that? Free fuck!
No famous people in the queue.
No.
I'd expect to see at least one, not famous, but like, you know.
Well, Paul Gorton from Crunch Crunch from
No way.
Fucking Chatterbix.
He's from Chatterbix and now
Traitors
fame.
Traitors season 2. He had a pop off, but he was in the comments of the KillTony thing. Like, I quite fancy it, and I commented on that like, crunch, I'm gonna be there, right?
Get in.
But then he wasn't in the queue, sign up queue.
He's got quite a good presence. He could probably pull it off.
Oh, I don't know. But anyway, the night was hardcore, man. But yeah, so signed up, blah blah blah. We're doing the queues, and then eventually it was taking ages. Like we literally stood in queue for about 3 hours.
Yeah.
And then they were just like, okay, we want anyone who's got experience, who's done comedy for more than 2 years, like come to the front of the queue.
Yeah.
And we just shuffled to the front, and they signed us up and stuff like that. All normal. Went into the gig, sat in our ticket seats.
Right.
When you sign up, they give you a free ticket to the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I could have just not bought my ticket. I could have saved myself like 70 quid. But I had no idea that they were going to give me a free ticket.
That's mad.
Yeah. So I signed up. They give you a free ticket, and then they're like, sit in this seat, and I'm like, I got my seat with my girlfriend. Yeah, like I'm not just going to abandon her to go sit in the thing. And they were like, you should sit in the seat. Yeah, you should sit in the seat.
So you had to ditch Key?
No, I just was like, fucking come with, yeah. But I scoped out a little bit. We checked our seats, and then I scoped out where all the comedians were sat, and I was like, we can fucking sneak in there. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And we did in the end. That'll be important later. So we swapped seats. We were sat at the far back in the cheap seats, and then we got bumped up to the side stage, basically.
I saw that you was fucking right at the back of the arena at one point.
Yeah, that was where our original seats were. And then fucking the band comes out, and if you know anything about KillTony, half of the experience is the KillTony band. Yeah. It's really important, the part of the show. and it wasn't them.
Oh,
Yeah, just a completely different band come out.
what the hell?
And KillTony band play really cool, like jazz fusion, rock. Like it's fucking crazy how
a lot of funk and
they're
all
on
that stuff
bass and
mixed
they're
in.
fucking,
Yeah,
it's nuts. It's so good. I love that show. But these guys came out and they were like, London, how we
rock.
doing?
Where do you reckon they booked them from then?
Don't know. They were all. I'm not dissing those musicians. They're all very,
you was
very, very
expecting.
competent session musicians, or they're a band or whatever.
Yeah,
But
if you're
it's not-
expecting the KillTony band,
It's
isn't
like going to see fucking Queen, and they're like, "All right, this is the Queen
Cover
cover
band."
band, yeah."
it? yeah,
And then someone
the
comes
Queen
out like,
experience.
"Ready?" It's like, no, you're not.
We had that experience when we were on holiday in Mallorca. 4 nights running, it was the same show.
The Queen, cover band. I remember that. Yeah. So yeah, they come out, and that was like the first, like, oh fuck. And then they play an hour of music.
Wow.
1 hour. And
I always
so
think music and comedy is a hard sell as well. Like,
when it's the KillTony band though, it's got this
there's a bit of
different like connective vibe sort of thing. Whereas with these guys, they were just playing music kind of thing, and no one knew who they were, and
they
no
were just
one
doing a show.
Yeah, and it was just like cover songs that they were playing. It was like a functions band basically.
Yeah.
And again, no diss to them. They're very good musicians, but it's not what we came to see.
No, and when, like you're saying, like the basic tickets were like 75 quid.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
I wanted to see
it's
the
the
show.
whole show, right?
Yeah. So I think that ticked people a little bit, like at the beginning, and so everyone started getting wasted, and the drinking like really happened, and the show had like started for an hour before Tony or Red Band get on stage, and in British culture, fucking wasted,
Shit-faced.
Like everyone's totally shit-faced at that
On
point.
Twitter, Azul was looking after the show.
Yeah.
And she said everyone was like, that was the rowdiest comedy show I've ever been to.
Yeah, not in a good way.
No.
No. That's the thing on
It's
Reddit.
kicking off. A full-blown fight kicked off.
Well, that's the thing, is that fight happened 2 seats away from where we originally sat. It was in our row, literally like 4 seats up.
You could have been in the middle of
We
that.
literally would have been there like,
Oh, I've got blood on me.
Yeah, but apparently like the fight started because the guys were drunk and they were throwing beers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like people were getting covered. And
Yeah.
so, but yeah,
nuts.
so that happened right there. The crowd's literally like already. And the fucking band finally finished, and then Red Band came on and did like the intro and stuff like that. And it was like, woo. And I was like, how the fuck am I going to see that it's my turn to go up?
Yeah.
Like what I don't know what the situation is or anything like that. They started the show in that, and then they started pulling names out of the hat. And then the production people like are running around in the comedian section, getting people. And luckily, the way that they were doing it is they were writing the name on a big whiteboard.
Yeah.
And then they would run up to where all the comedians are and just like hold that up while like scanning around to try and find the person.
That's crazy. You got to be like,
Yeah, it's me, run over everyone. But yeah, so the first act got pulled out of the bucket. They do a warm up with a regular who's good and stuff like that, and everyone's like in the show at this point, and they're just calmed down.
Who was on the panel? Anyone you know?
Sam Talent was on
I
the
thought
panel.
that was him in the photograph.
Yeah. I personally love Sam Talent, but
I
people,
love Sam.
Yeah, people were complaining that it wasn't like a bigger star or it wasn't like Jimmy Carr or someone or Ricky Gervais or something.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
I was like, I don't want a British comedian. I wanted an
It's
American.
an American show.
Yeah.
Sam Talent's quality.
Yeah, I've got his book and I read it on the toilet, and I wanted
He's
to say
hilarious,
that.
man. Yeah.
I wanted to say that to him, but didn't really get an opportunity. But nonetheless, rewinding, the first act got pulled out of the bucket.
Yeah.
They come up with a little sign. He's like, oh my God, everyone around him like, yeah, sick. And then he runs off with the production staff and he just disappears. And we're all just up there like,
What happened
yeah,
there?
just like, now what do we, like, all the comedians are just like, how the fuck, what's next? What are it?
I'd be racked with anxiety the whole time.
It was nerve wracking because you're just like, I don't know. If I miss my name, I will fucking kill myself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah, but just the idea of
it
like
was like,
the potential of being pulled up there, like the idea of getting on that stage is fucking mental.
yeah.
But
I
then
think
like not knowing how the system works as well, that sort of shit stresses me out.
that
I'm
was
like,
the bit that was stressful for me because I wasn't like sat there like, oh my God, when am I going to be on? I
Yeah.
was kind of just like watching the show.
Yeah.
And it didn't feel like normal open mics where you're just like pacing around, not paying attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're in your own head the whole time.
Yeah, because I was too busy, like, I'm watching KillTony. So I just, like, disconnected from that.
Get into that.
But then, yeah, on stage, Tony was just like, yeah, welcome to the stage, James, or what the fuck ever. And then the first guy went on stage and he was just like, hi. So yeah, I was thinking about when I was a bit younger, I just sounded, and everyone went, no, like straight away. The entire arena was just going, boo, and all of us comedians were just grabbing each other on the shoulder, like no, bro,
fucking,
no.
You're gonna get destroyed out there.
We were just ready to get fucking melted, man.
Fuck. So they're all drunk as fuck straight away.
Yeah, and they would literally, like, he didn't get a chance to say a sentence. He was mumbling a bit, but he didn't get a chance to say a full sentence. As soon as they realized he was mumbling slightly or they missed a word, everyone was just like, boo, boo. And it's a whole arena doing it. So it was like a deafening, like,
that's frighteningly loud.
Yeah, it was like, oh my god.
I mean, we saw Shane Gillis there literally last month.
Yeah,
like when you get a big laugh in there, like it is through the whole room. Like a boo must be even more intense.
It was insane, and you can see like the people like crumbling. Yeah, like just like becoming.
Oh god, I'd have ran
decrepit.
off the stage. Oh god, I'm crushed.
Yeah, and then.
So did he didn't get to do any gags?
He did like 2 jokes. No one heard them. Everyone was booing the entire time. Yeah. And then Tony was like, he tries to do this at the arena shows. He was like, yo, everyone, let them do their set. Dying on your ass is so much more painful than everyone booing you and you not being able to do anything. Like, let them die. But the crowd was too drunk at that point to listen to any of that.
Fuck.
And then they were just like, yeah, put the mic a bit closer to your face. And then it was like, yeah. And I feel like it was just the mic was just like a few inches away to make it mumbly.
Fuck.
So he got fucking destroyed. Get off the stage. Yeah.
Minute gone.
And then the rest of us are all like,
oh fuck.
Yeah. And then they pull another name out of the bucket and they get on stage and they kind of did like I'm all doing this from memory, so I'm sorry if you just watched the episode and I'm completely wrong.
Yeah.
But someone went up and they did kind of mid, and then next person went up and then they got booed, and then it was just kind of like, oh fuck, like this crowd are fucking negative. Like this is a negative crowd.
Well, I had a mole in the crowd.
Yeah.
I had 2 mates in the crowd. Like there's one of the people I was meant to get a ticket off, and they were in the 3rd row.
Yeah.
And I was getting updates throughout the evening of what was going on.
Yeah.
And they were like, these are the worst open mics I've ever seen.
Yeah. So you know when you go to a normal open mic, like my open mic, and there's sometimes one drunk cunt who won't stop being like, yeah, your mum, like they think they're funny. All of those guys went to KillTony.
Every one of them.
Every single one of them in the region went to KillTony.
It's like a heckle show.
Yeah. And they were fucking wasted, man.
That's a shame, man.
I know. But so some people were having fun. I'm not going to paint it and make it like a total shit show.
Car crash,
I don't want to tar brush it. Yeah. Like some people had fun. Some people had a great evening and stuff like that. I think 90% of the people would say if anything ruined the show, it was number 1, the band not being there. And number 2, the fucking crowd just being drunk assholes. The people who were there who you don't want to see at comedy gigs were there. They were just all...
That's crazy. How does that happen? Like,
I don't know. I think a lot of people who are like bricklayers and scaffolding people who fucking listen to pods all day. They might listen to KillTony.
Yeah, but Gillis crowd weren't that rowdy.
No, but I don't think they were...
That's the broskies.
Yeah, but I think the dolls.
That's the broski central.
But I think the difference is that it's an open mic.
Yeah.
It's that.
Yeah.
That we're all trying to be funny kind of thing. Well, I'm funny.
This is my chance to be funny for a minute.
Yeah, from the crowd.
That's yeah. That's a shame.
It was like terrible act, everyone booing, mid act, some people booing, another bad act, everyone booing, and then all of us in the crowd were just like in the comedian section we're just like, fuck.
We're fucked.
Like don't know what to do. And then thank fucking God someone went up and smashed.
Oh, nice.
They went up. I think it was a Welsh guy.
Well, the Americans on stage understood the Welsh guy.
Yeah, he wasn't too hard in terms of accent.
Nice.
But yeah, he went up and smashed, and it kind of made everyone go like, "Oh, if you are good, it'll be okay."
Yeah,
it's not too not too bad. So they're continuing to pull names out of the bucket and stuff, and it usually gets to about 8, 9 if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then they stop pulling names and they do a regular, and then they're like, see you later.
Yeah.
But we got up to about 10, and then Tony was like, I'm doing one more name. Basically, I'm doing one more bucket pull. And it wasn't me. And then fucking they went up on stage and did their bit and stuff, and then Tony was just like, oh, I don't feel like that was the end or something. He didn't feel like up for it, and he was like, yeah, we'll do one more bucket pull and stuff. And then they just come up, the production staff just came up the side thing with the whiteboard, and I was just like, does that say Crichton on it? The person who was sat next to me, by the way, his name was Billy, and me and him were just like chatting the whole time. We exchanged names in case our names show up on the thing. Yeah. And he was just like, that's Crichton. And I was like, oh fuck. And then I just like ran over. Yeah, I just ran over to them. They're like, it's the end of the show. They said they wasn't going to pull any more names. And then suddenly my name's just on this fucking whiteboard. And I was like, I knew it. I knew I was getting pulled. I told you. I just fucking ran over to the production staff and I was like, I'm Crichton. And they were like, okay, where's your wristband? And I was like, showed them my wristband, and they looked at it for a second, and then they looked at their phones, and then they were like, congratulations, you're on KillTony. And I was just like,
holy
okay. They were like, come with me, and they would just walk down, and we went backstage, and fucking, because I know so much, I've been watching KillTony forever.
Yeah.
I was spotting people like, that's Yoni. And just like random production crew. Yeah. Just random crew members. I was like,
did you shout any of them?
No. I was literally in my mind like, oh my god. But I was like, oh, that's the thing, blah blah blah. And then they led me over to this spot like backstage, waiting to go out there,
like a little green room.
It was just like just behind the curtain, basically.
Yeah.
And they like, do you want any water or anything? And I was like, yeah, I'd have a water, please. And I had a sip of water, and I turned to my side, and David Lucas was just stood there.
Oh, what the
literally
fuck?
like face to face, and he just looked at me and was just like,
yeah,
like he didn't acknowledge me too much or anything. I wouldn't have known what to say to him anyway.
Nah.
But yeah, I was just stood next to David Lucas watching the VT, like the view of what was going on stage. And then I just heard Tony Henchcliffe saying, welcome to the stage, Crichton Wolfgang. And then I just fucking walked up that middle bit, man, up the steps. And then you can see everyone.
The whole arena.
Yeah. The whole arena was just there. Like
20,000 people, potentially.
It was fucking crazy. And the band was going off and everything. And literally... and I walked up.
That's a fucking movie, bro.
It was nuts. It was fucking nuts.
That's a dream.
It felt nuts. And then I walked up, grabbed the mic off of the thing, and then I just, like, my opening joke at the moment at my open mic, which has like 20 people.
Yeah, there's a massive step down.
Over 1,000 times less people. But my normal joke is to stand there and just nod, like, while they all absorb what the fuck I look like.
They're all looking at you like, the fuck is this guy?
I'm just like... And then I break the silence after a while and say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I have smoked weed before. Like, that's my, like, open, warm ripple. I like
it works.
It's just a little... It's good. Yeah, it's not a smash, it's just a little ripple thing.
Yeah.
But it lets people know that
Gets everyone's guard down.
Yeah, yeah. And so I did that. I fucking went out on stage and literally I was just stood there, 20,000 people, and it was just like looking like that. It wasn't silence either. It was like, and I just let it happen for as long as I could.
Holy fuck!
But in my
Can't
head,
wait to see this.
In my head, I was also like, fuck, man, this could turn to booze so quick.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, so I was just like, I was listening, but like for any slight like, fuck this guy, like turn.
Yeah.
So I held it for as long as I could, like, mentally. And then I did my ripple joke, and it fucking made the whole arena laugh.
Yeah.
That sound, dude, was crazy.
I bet it was
like,
insane.
Hearing everyone laugh at that one joke.
Woof.
Like, yeah, it was just like, whoa. And then I'm like, yeah, I got it. And I walk away. And then I do my lead into my dog fun butt joke.
Oh, you did that?
I did dog fun butt. Because I had another joke planned.
That's just a story, though. Don't really have a solid punchline, does it?
Yeah, it's got punches as it's told, basically. Yeah. But yeah,
you told me you was going to do something else and you bottled it.
Yeah, because I thought about, like, if it doesn't work and I'm in London after that, Do you know what I mean? If I bomb on an edgy joke and then I'm just in an arena with 20,000 people, like everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck you, dude."
Yeah.
So I just like in the queue, I had 3 hours to fucking think about it.
Yeah.
So I just decided against doing like the edgy joke that I hadn't tried before anywhere.
Yeah.
And I thought I'm going to do this.
You do need to try that. It needs workshopping a little bit so we don't say the wrong thing.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm just going to do the joke that's been working all week, which is the dog fun butt, because I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks in my open mic thing. But yeah, the second line of that is still involved in weed. And so I'm like, so I was chilling in a park with my friends, which is code for I was smoking a joint with a fellow homeless man in a graveyard. And that also got a laugh. And then from then it was basically done.
Dead.
Yeah. So they laughed at that bit, and then I started trying to tell a story about the dog fun butt.
And it just dried up.
And it just dried up a little bit, and it was like too much words.
What does that feel like?
It didn't feel like anything really, because
Do you feel the room just getting quieter though?
It just felt like...
Not the room, the arena.
Yeah. It felt like the jokes per second had gone down.
Yeah.
But I still felt like there's going to be a kick and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I got into like maybe like halfway, a third into my joke, and then the meow went off,
fuck.
which means your time's up.
That's your minute.
Yeah, your minute's over.
You spent 20 seconds of it just nodding.
That's what I mean. That's what happened. So the joke that I had prepped was exactly a minute.
Oh my God, you never got to finish it.
Yeah, I'd practiced it into 60 seconds. Like, because it's usually like a 2-minute story.
Yeah.
But I had narrowed it down to 60 seconds. And then I fucked up because I went out there and stared at the crowd for 20 seconds.
You did get it.
But the staring at the crowd bit worked much better than the story did.
Yeah.
So what I should have done in that moment is just carried on looking out.
Yeah.
Just carried on.
Done that.
And just let the whole thing build and not been scared of booze coming through, and just absorb it all
and just do that
and then say the one thing about weed and then just fucking run. Yeah.
I could have killed.
That's what I should have done.
Killed.
Yeah. In hindsight, I was like, oh no, I should have just done that.
Yeah.
But it's the way
it's
the
experience though, isn't it? You don't know that without doing it wrong. Like, or what, there ain't no wrong or right in that situation. It's just like feeling it out in the moment, which is what I think open mic is.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And the better you've got a lot of experience doing it.
Yeah.
In a small space, but stepping out there, that's the thing. That's
a
next level thing.
Doing it in front of 20,000 people suddenly.
I couldn't even imagine stepping on that stage, let alone grabbing the mic and saying something.
Yeah.
Like it's a fucking insane environment to be stood in.
So I got timed out. Basically, the time was up. They played the sounds.
Do you think you would have gotten back on board if you would have got to finish the gag? Do you think you'd already lost them?
I think I...
was it a bit wordy?
I think it was just that after the 2 hits at the beginning, to then let off the throttle...
And then just...
made it the problem.
Yeah.
So like... Originally, when I came out, the jokes per second felt faster because everything was building.
Yeah.
And then everyone laughed at my first line, and then everyone laughed at the second line that was the beginning of the joke. And then there's like 2 lines without laughs to lead to a laugh.
Yeah.
And it just felt like the engine went down.
Yeah.
I think that was the main problem, basically. I needed to keep like going with the bit.
Yeah.
Ran out of time.
You're a one-liner now.
Ran out of time, yeah. And then Tony was like, "No, I want to hear the end of the story, like what happened."
Fuck.
Yeah. So I had to explain to it. I was just like, "Oh, well, I ran my thumb up this dog's ass," and then I'm. It's so like haphazard, and I'm also like struck because of what just happened.
This all just stopped.
Yeah, so I'm span a little bit in terms of like
what's going on,
being present and stuff like that.
Fuck, man.
And then Sam Talent made a joke about me. He said I look like Alan Moore and the Swamp Thing.
Nice.
So combined, and I was like, that's fucking cool. Like when someone does like a roast like that, you just go like, oh wow.
Yeah, sick. Well observed.
Yeah, good interpretation. That's cool. Because I was in full camo. Like I was in.
Yeah, I'm taking that.
That's totally.
That's going in my bio.
Yeah. And then they just asked me. They was like, "Have you got? Is that what you wanted to do? Like, did you want to do that?" And I was like, "No. Well, I'm trying to condense a joke down, and blah, blah, blah. And it's an arena now. It's like changing it for an arena. And so I'm just. I wish I had said, "Oh yeah, I've got other stuff to say." Blah, 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 blah. But then he was like, all right, what do you do for work then, and stuff like that. And then I was just like, what I wanted to say, the whole thing I wanted to do the entire time was be able to scream on stage, and do death metal stuff,
do the metal voice,
But when he asked me about my job, I was kind of like, and I wasn't in the, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to perform, blah blah blah. So I was just like, I modified tape players and we sell tape players and stuff. And he's like, what? And I'm like, tape players? We play tape? And then I was like, from like the 70s, like, you know, like the things, blah, blah, blah. And then Red Band was just like, you mean the 80s, not the 70s? And then he bombed on that joke.
Yeah.
And I got to kind of go like, yeah.
Okay.
To Red Band. And then Tony was just kind of like, shut the fuck up. So anyway, blah, blah, blah.
So you didn't get to explain what we actually do?
No, I said I modified tape players and I'm into instruments. I was like, it's really niche, but it's it pays a living and stuff like that. And then instead of Tony being like, oh, cool, do you have any skills or talents? Tell me about the most interesting thing in your life. Like, those are the two questions he usually says.
Yeah.
He just looked at me and was just kind of like, I don't think I want to end the show on this. I don't think I want to end it on you. And then he threw me the little joke book and I was just like, all right, see you later, everyone. And I ran off the stage.
He stank up the stage too much.
Well, yeah.
Did he pull another hat? Pull one out?
He was just like not feeling the interview thing. And I wish when he had said, what do you do for work? I should have said, well, I used to be in a death metal band and that would have been enough to do it. But I was just too...
Yeah, flustered.
Yeah, I was like, in the moment. And then... Fucking, I get off stage, I go up the top, everyone's like, fucking sick, well done, blah, 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 blah. Because I at least got a few...
Yeah, how long do you think he was actually on stage in the end? Like 5 minutes?
Yeah, 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes.
That's fucking crazy.
But they were like, well done and stuff like that, because the other people who bombed the whole time.
Yeah, you got...
Whereas I got a little bit, and then at the end, we had like a little back and forth about my looks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, everyone was like, sick, blah, 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 blah. And then I sat down and I was like, where's Billy? Fucking Billy.
He'd been pulled.
There he goes, welcome to the stage, Billy, blah, 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 blah. And he just fucking walks out on stage. And I was like, yeah, Billy's there.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. And then he smashed, man.
Did he
went
do
out,
good?
Yeah. And he went out and he did 3 jokes or whatever that worked really well. Everyone laughed. The interview bit was a bit like, what's going on? Who are you? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then he was like, I can sing. And then they were like, play us a song. And then
do it.
He turned to the band and was just like, something in D minor or something like that. And then they just started playing something and he was just like, woo! Just started like fucking like.
So he was a good close.
Yeah, well, yeah, he brought the thing that I wanted to bring basically. But I wasn't like, I was just like, that's sick.
That's what it was meant to be.
Yeah, and then when he came back, I was just like fucking mind blown, dude. That was fucking crazy. And he was just literally sat there just looking at his big joke book, just like.
In another planet.
Yeah, he couldn't even like. He was just like, hello, and he was just like,
holy shit.
But he did really, really well. That was really fun to watch.
There's no golden ticket in that situation.
No, I don't think there's anything to be done. Like in terms of you can fly to.
You're at the next KillTony in fucking the mothership.
Yeah. That's
fucking insane.
Yeah. So then the show ended. With Tony bringing out some London rapper guy.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was like, we're going to have a London rapper guy play us out or whatever. And he came out on stage. His name was Quincy. Don't know. No. He came out on stage and everyone was like, yeah, yeah. And then he was like, yeah, I brought a friend along to help or whatever. And then some other rapper come up in a full, like, shiesty, what are they called? In ski mask.
Ski mask.
Yeah. In a full ski mask. And was doing, like... auto-tune, like singing into the mic. Yeah. And literally, it was like everyone in the entire arena just stood up and started leaving. Like the whole place was just like...
Fuck.
It was so funny how quickly it cleared out as soon as the London rapper got on stage.
Do you know what?
Again, no disrespect to London rapper.
Or any of the music.
Yeah, it was just... It's not what you want to hear after comedy.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, in the UK... putting a band on for an hour before is just a massive window of drinking.
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's nothing keeping them in the seat.
Yeah.
They're just going to do shots and get fucked
as fucked up as you can.
Loads of beer. I bet there was record beer sales.
Everyone, like, I'm surprised how everyone got drunk because it cost £17 for a beer. Like,
well, me and you we got a rum each, didn't we? When we went to watch Gillis and it was £38.
Yeah. It's insane.
We had a rum and coke each.
Yeah. So people like they
It
were
was a
spending so
double.
much money.
The fuck?
But yeah, everyone left in unison. All walked out.
Like a dirty protest.
And yeah, it was just like, we're not listening to this.
After what we've been through.
I think the London Rapper could have made it better by doing a more like upbeat song. But he kind of came out and it was like, we're here in order.
All swaggy.
Yeah, and everyone was just like,
Nah.
what? And he just got up and just fucked off.
Oh, God. I want to hear what Tony and all that thought of that gig.
They've probably thought it was fucking nightmare and they're never coming back because the entire time was just everyone going, chaos. It's just like,
That's a
what
shame.
did Nighty say when I got pulled up on stage? Like, did he text you like, it's going down? Like,
He said, we'd just got back. I just got back from the jungle.
this
house
is Shane's
party.
friend, by the way. Sorry, I used his name. I don't know if we're going to blur that. But Shane's telling what his friend said to
Yeah.
him.
So,
He was in the crowd.
yeah, I mean, I was meant to be with him, but like I said, I was at the other event.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's in the third row, and he was like, it's rowdy as hell in here.
Yeah.
Like, it's rowdy as fuck. And then the next thing, Azul gets a message. My wife. No fucking way. Joe is on stage.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? What? No fucking way.
That's funny.
And then we were just texting back and forth for a bit. But obviously I wanted to let him watch it. Like, I don't want to fucking... But he just said, like, a lot of the acts were really bad. You did way better than 90% of the acts up there.
Yeah.
Started hot as hell.
Went
And then
downhill.
it sort of went downhill with
Yeah.
the dog story.
Yeah.
But he was like, it was fucking crazy to just see someone he knew walk up on the...
Yeah. I wish I just stuck with the weed stuff. Like, that's my only regret about it. And I've been saying that to my girlfriend, but she's saying, you got pulled.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
most people sat in that comedian section didn't get even pulled.
Yeah.
So imagine how gutted you would feel not even having the
getting up there.
opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's fair dues, to be honest.
Out of the minute you had, half of it was great.
Yeah, that's what I mean. 30 seconds of smashing in an arena.
You should have
as a
stuck with
newbie.
the short, I look homeless and I smoke weed stuff.
Yeah, that's what I wish I had stuck with. I wish it
You could have done the bit
In the
about you
moment.
fucking...
can't eat a banana near a bin.
You're just more homeless.
I'm pretty
based
sure
on
it-
your proximity to a bin.
I'm pretty sure in the interview when they were making fun of my looks, I was trying to start
Trying to get
the
it in.
homeless gag. I was saying like, oh yeah, I struggle with homelessness. I have a home. I just have this fashion sense.
Yeah.
That was going to be like my half joke to say in the interview and that. But I think instead I just got to say I struggle with homelessness.
I can't wait to see them. This is going to go on... It'll go on their YouTube at the very minimum.
Yeah. It will be on their
Do you
YouTube.
think it was, if it would have been an absolute banger, they would have put it on Netflix?
No. There's checks and balances that they do when they're doing Netflix shows. They make sure of certain things. Like I don't think I would have been able to go there with my logo on my hat and
Alright.
stuff like that.
So the first message that I got off
You got
my
the
mate
text thread.
was, I can't believe Joe gets on stage and talks about your business and don't mention the name.
Yeah. There's
20,000 people. You fucking plum.
I didn't even want to mention our business like at all. I had no.
I know.
No
but
intention.
you did.
Yeah.
But you kind of didn't either.
Yeah. I was thinking I'll just post about it on my Instagram
That's well
when the
funny.
video comes out.
He said he'd done his normal, yes, I smoke weed stuff.
Yeah.
And then something about putting his thumb up a dog's ass.
See, that sounds like it would be great. I do think if it was a different crowd and I didn't do the look out for 10 seconds thing, it would have saved me. But yeah, go on.
He said the panel said he started well and
Yeah.
had everybody on his side. And then he started telling the long story and it didn't go that well.
Yeah. That's exactly how I feel about it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Fucking hell. I mean, that's hilarious that I even had people there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I was coming until like a month ago.
Yeah. Well, when I got off stage, like I looked at my Instagram and I had messages from two of my other mates.
Yeah.
And they were just like, that was mental.
They were
and
in
I'm
the
like,
crowd
what?
somewhere.
You were here too? And they were like, yes, mate. What the fuck?
Well, I heard
They had no idea I was there.
That's funny as
Yeah.
fuck. I heard that you was getting fucking papped on the way out.
Yeah, so it was more than that. Who told you? Anyone?
I can't remember who told me.
Um,
It might have been Keitha actually.
yeah. So like, when I left that show, everyone is out in the courtyard
Like
of
the
the
foyer
arena.
bit.
Like foyer, yeah. Thousands and thousands of people were there.
Yeah, drunk as fuck.
And I was just walking through, and literally, it was like being a celebrity. Like, people were coming up to me like, sick, that was sick, blah, 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 well done, blah, 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 save. Everyone was really positive.
Yeah.
And then some other people were coming up, and they were like, bro, can I get a picture of you? Can I get a picture of you? And I was like, ugh. I literally,
That's fucked.
it was nuts. And we were just trying to leave.
Famous for half an hour.
Yeah. We were trying to leave. And then, yeah, people were getting pictures. I would say I took like 5 pictures. Like with people
so
just
funny.
like, yo.
I hope they pop up online.
I
man.
know. Different groups and stuff like that. And then people were coming up to me and being like, yo, it's weed, man. Yo,
Weed,
bruv.
man.
Hey, try a bit of this vape, bruv. Try a bit of this. I was like,
fucking
I was
hilarious.
having to be like, thank you. Oh.
Absolutely fucking high as hell.
But the quality, just to say, people, the quality of your vapes are fucking bum.
Terrible.
Bro. Yeah. Oh my god. This
Fuck.
one guy, he gave me his vape and he's like, "Yeah, try this THC vape, bruv. Yeah." And I put it in my mouth.
No flavors.
Literally, I breathed in, like, tasted the gross cake bullshit. Yeah. As I was doing that, he was like, "My mate makes them. Yeah, 20% VG, 10 PG," and I was like,
Yeah. Get out.
I was like, nice. Yeah. Nice.
Cheers, mate. I'm gonna go and cry.
Yeah, and then someone else came up to me a bit later as well, and they were like, "Bro, it's the weed guy. Yo, smoke this vape. Handed me the vape. It was a 1010 boys.
Oh no.
Yeah,
they're all fake.
These are all the fake weed brands that are around right now, people.
Be careful, guys.
Yeah, you don't know what you're putting in your fucking body. But again, I saw it. I was just like, yeah.
I'm famous now.
Yeah, I was like, and I was like trying to do bigger hits.
You'd have died in a hotel room that night.
I'm trying to do bigger hits as well to be like, weed man, weed. It was funny. And
Still
then,
doing your act.
Yeah. And then we walked back in to go get some chicken and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was walking against everyone who was leaving.
Yeah.
And this is about like 20 minutes after the show and everything like that. And so it like settled and shit. And you could just hear people like, yo, it's the guy.
That's that guy.
That's that dude. Yeah, what the fuck, it's him. Yo, it's him, hey! Like, just like stuff like that. And all these people like walking up to me. And as I was walking, they were just like, literally like,
Sick,
just like
bro.
everyone was just saving me, like, save.
Oh, I love it.
And then we got a bit further in and there was just this one guy who was just like, yeah, you were shit, bro.
You got to have one.
And I was like,
Yeah.
yes. I was like, I think it's turning negative, Key. I think it's turning negative. And then another one came up to me and he was just like, yo, man, that's crazy. Yo, it takes a lot of balls to get on stage, bruv, but you were shit. And I was like, yeah, I know, I should have stuck with the weed stuff. And he was like, yeah. And then this other guy come up and he was literally like cross-eyed drunk. Like, just like,
Gone.
yeah, the
Absolute
completely
space
other
cadet.
planet. Yeah. And he was like, bro, it wasn't too bad. Like putting his arm around me and that. And then all of his like half sober friends were like, he is booing you, mate. He is booing you.
He was booing
so he's
you
acting
now.
nice now, but he was booing you, bruv. But that gave me the knowledge where I'm like, yeah, all the people who were booing were just fucking wasted.
They're just fucked.
Yeah. All of his friends who were there weren't booing and they were half sober. And he was literally like cross-eyed drunk.
Man.
So yeah, and then we go to get on the train. Again, this is like 45 minutes after the show now.
Yeah.
Going to get on the train, walking down to the tube, everyone's like, hey! Like as I'm coming down the escalator. Like everyone's like, oh, bro! Yeah.
You just slowly coming.
Yeah, and it's just like going down a lift.
I wanna
But it's
eat
because I
chicken.
look like this. Do you know what I mean? Because I got long hair and a hat and a thing, and so
You're so
the other
easily
acts
spotted.
Yes, what I mean. Yeah, the other acts were probably being seen as well, but they're just like,
in
oh, it's a
fucking
guy in a t-shirt,
jeans and the shirt.
Yeah. Whereas I'm there like looking like Swamp Thing and shit, and fucking. So every time anyone
Didn't
saw
no one
me, they were
ask
just
you
like,
why did you dress like a disgraced soldier?
yeah, why you dressed like a vet? Yeah. But yeah, so on the train, they were like, whoa. And then fucking get on the tube, go like 5 or 6 stations, go to walk into my hotel. People stood outside the hotel like, it's him, bro.
No way.
Yeah, literally. This guy I was like, can I get a pic? Can I get a pic, bro? Can I get a pic? And I was like, yes.
You lot are in the cheapest rooms in London, mate.
Yeah, we're in like the Britannia International, where it's not a nice hotel.
It's in Greenwich as well, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
a fucking shithole.
There's people waiting outside the hotel and a fag just like, oh my god,
It's him.
yo, I just seen you on stage, bro.
Holy shit, you just did KillTony.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was proper like celebrity for a moment. Like it was really weird. Like,
What
just,
was it like just going to your room after that?
Well, here's the kicker to that: is we booked a hotel room, and they was like, yeah, you go in the lift and you go down, which is bad.
It's a basement place.
Yeah.
That's always a bad sign.
That's a bad sign. And then we went down into this windowless basement thing, and then we walked to room 16, and it was literally like a bed.
A prison cell.
Yeah, it was no windows. Yeah, it was just a bed and a toilet, and that was it. That was the entire room, like in terms of space as well.
Amazing. Did you sleep there?
It was unbelievably hot, and the bathroom had like air transfer between other bathrooms. So it was just someone else's shit in our bathroom.
Yeah.
It was fucking horrendous.
The highs and lows.
Yeah, and so I finished that gig. I get in an elevator, go down into a basement, and then I go into the room. And it's
Breathing
just
poo particles.
yeah, it's just a windowless, stanky, hot room, like unsleepable.
What
and
the fuck?
Yeah, so just obviously had
did
to
you
have
do?
had to have a doobie after that.
You just went outside.
Yeah, because I'm weed man. So we,
Because the vapes didn't hit the spot.
so we, yeah, so we went to go smoke out on the streets and stuff. And at that point, my celebrity was over.
It's game over.
Yeah, and we were just chilling and stuff like that, and powered down and stuff.
That's so funny. That's a hell of a crash to reality.
Yeah,
bro.
just like wow.
I ain't had a room like that since I was in the Philippines.
It was horrendous. It was literally the worst.
Wait, you
room
stayed
ever.
there before, didn't you? Or did you end up in
No.
a different place?
Yeah, we ended up at a different hotel.
Fuck. How much was that room for the night?
£110.
No way.
Yeah, £110 for a windowless, smelly basement room. So bad. Do not go to the Britannia International, bro. So
You
bad.
got crushed, bro.
This is a 4-star hotel.
Is it fuck?
Is it like
Maybe
what?
the top floor is, not the
Yeah.
basement,
So
bro.
the lobby looks so nice, but the rest of it is
How did
fucking
they
bin.
know that you two were basement dwellers?
Well, when we got our tickets, she was like, "You've booked an economy room, right?" I said, "Yeah, does that sound correct?" And we were like, "Yeah." And it was like, "Okay, cool." Blah 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 blah. And then they send us to the economy room. You know what I'm saying?
I've been given rooms like that and just gone up and just been like, I'm not staying in that room. Can you give me a different room? And
Yeah.
they will upgrade you straight away.
I feel like if we had done that, they would have been like, "Yeah, £20 for the upgrade if you want a window." You know what I mean? And then we'll get a window and open it, and there'll be like a fucking vent outside, like.
That's what my experience in the Philippines was.
Yeah.
We got there at like 1 a.m, pitch black, literally grey fucking corridor. Open the room, grey fucking cell of a room.
Yeah.
There was a window. It'd been boarded over, and they'd put an aircon machine, like cut it into it. There was just a
yeah.
little bit of light around the edge. That was all you could see of outside. The AC didn't work. No word of a lie. Fucking cockroaches like that in the room. Got up in the morning. The bit where they serve coffee and that, just full of hookers.
Oh no.
It's just prozzies and Asian guys just with like 6 girls at once. I was just like, what the fuck? I walked outside, no word of a lie. It was being guarded with guys with machine guns.
Great.
Like, what the fuck? Where are we? Yeah,
I feel
man.
safe.
It was like £6 a night, that one.
Horrendous.
So you got mugged, mate.
Yeah, we got mugged off. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking hell. I mean, what a crash to reality, mate.
Yeah. And then knowing,
How quickly did that bit feel like a dream, like the KillTony bit?
I think, yeah, I don't know. It was weird because when I go on stage, I black out.
Yeah.
So even at a 22 capacity person show,
You're not, yeah, because you're in flow.
yeah, I have to watch the video back to know what the fuck happened and what's funny and what's not funny.
Yeah.
Some people don't black out. I black out. And so I completely blacked out.
That's your limited bandwidth.
Yeah, the entire KillTony event, like I completely blacked it out. Like, I can't.
So we're going to get to watch this very
Yeah.
soon. How soon do you think it will go online?
It's possibly 2 weeks. It's possibly not this Monday, but next Monday.
I can't fucking wait to see this.
Yeah. You'll get to watch that on YouTube. Me performing at an arena to 20,000 people.
That was an hour of talking.
Being a comedian.
That was about as long as the whole thing lasted, wasn't it? From you going on stage to fucking you going down the lift.
The show's 3 hours. But yeah.
Fuck.
I can't remember what I was just saying.
That's crazy, mate, that story.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I can't believe you knew that was going to happen.
Yeah. I don't know why I knew that I was going to get pulled. And it was the fact as well that they were like, this is our last bucket pull. And the name come up and it wasn't mine.
Yeah.
And so I was like, it's done.
You're done, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, it's whatever.
It's not happening.
Like, and I wasn't like, oh, I didn't get to go on. I would just carry on watching the show.
Yeah.
And then when they walked up with my name on a thing, I was just like, it's
Wait,
not over.
it's happening
it's
now.
not over.
Fuck.
But the weird thing is, right, so at the arena, it's arena seating, row. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking loads.
Yeah, it's mad.
It's loads of chairs on the bleachers or whatever they're called. And I was sat in the comedian section and it was full.
Yeah.
Like, there's 300 people who want to get on stage and we're all sat there together. The people who got pulled were all around me.
Yeah.
It was literally like this person 1 seat in front of me, this person next to this guy, this person next to me there.
Was you near them?
That guy.
Was you near them when you signed up? Like, was you a cluster when you initially went and signed up?
This is the first time I met them is when I sat down.
That's
with all of
mad.
them.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It was like zoning in on me.
It's just coming in closer.
But it was literally like there's a dude in front of me, and then the 2 guys either side of him got pulled, and I tapped him on the shoulder. I was like, "You're fucking next, bro." Like if those 2 guys, yeah, it's like picking our section.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then it was just the guy 2 down from him, and then the guy up from me, and then I got picked, and then Billy, who was sat next to me, got picked. Yeah, so it was literally like the smallest. I would say like a meter radius around me was all the people who went on stage that night.
That's so weird.
It's nuts.
It was meant to be.
It was so nuts.
I can't believe you fucked it up.
Yeah, I was like, nah. Yeah,
you knew it was going to happen, and you still fucking balls the end of it up.
Yeah. Well, I've been beating myself up about it for the last few days.
I don't think you can be negative about it at all. Like,
Yeah.
there's nothing bad to say about that. That's fucking mental. The whole scenario is insane.
Yeah.
You've been doing fucking open mics for a couple of years, and then you're on stage at KillTony.
Yeah.
Like
Doing an arena.
doing like 15 to 20k.
I love it as well. Like, I may never get to do an arena again, and I don't know. Even people who are like further ahead than me in comedy may never get to do that.
Yeah, there's people that do
arena. And
yeah.
and I got to do it, which is funny. But also, there was someone who went on stage and it was their first time doing comedy, and they got to do it in an arena. So that's like fucking nuts too.
So, yeah.
That's like
That was their first time saying anything on stage.
I think it was their first time, or it was like they've been like up to 3 times.
I think nothing can prepare you for that shit, man.
Yeah, I wish I didn't go robot mode and start trying to do a joke that I thought was going to land. I wish I'd stayed in the moment and
Just
done the thing. And anyone watching this who saw me on stage and was like, "That guy sucks," that's exactly the feeling I had when I left as well. But it's like, fuck, I could have done. Oh, because all I wanted to do was scream and tell my Krispy Kreme story.
Yeah,
That's what I wanted to do.
That's what I thought you would do. That sort of stuff if you was gonna.
But I got flustered by
You got razzle dazzled
by the interview process. Yeah, I was just kind of like not present enough to be like.
Oh, it's fucking crazy.
But that will happen to you if you booed me
one day. I'd like to see you.
You'll sign up and I'll boo you. No, you can't prepare for it. It's Mike Tyson's quote. Everyone's got a plan to get punched in the face.
Yeah, and then you get punched and you're like,
yeah,
what the fuck?
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, and that's my KillTony story. I thought I was going to upload this as like a clip.
An hour and 2 minutes.
When the pod comes out, but yeah.
Well, I think this might be a chatty special.
Let's play some music.
It's a Patreon only. It's going to be on a paywall.
Oh, no.
Nah.
Yeah.
That's mad. Madness.
Yeah,
Absolute.
Nuts. I don't know how to convey the feeling of fucking performing in front of 20k people.
I can't even get my head around it. Being in that arena and watching like Shane Gillis perform there, like I was blown away by the fucking scale of it.
Yeah.
For a comedy show, you're just like, that guy's just going out there and holding a mic and just be like, hey.
And then thousands of people react. Like, yeah.
Like, that's fucking insane. Like, that ain't a normal thing to be able to, like, deal with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's to be up there and just, if you'd have gone up there and just been a fucking robot, like, that's some pro level shit.
It felt really natural. Like, as soon as I walked out and was there, I didn't think like, all these people. It just was like, time for your material.
I'm on stage now.
Yeah.
I've got to do the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have got a lot of stage time. It's just not on that scale.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
so
the
I felt
level
comfortable
up
doing
is
it.
fucking crazy. Like, I've seen you play decent sized rooms with a band and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. Gigs, metal shows are different.
Yeah. But, like, that's a whole team of people there as well. It's not just you holding a mic like,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's nuts.
fucking
It's very nuts. I'm really excited for the video to come out because then it'll be more real to me. But right now it's not. It doesn't exist in my brain properly.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about it, like, feeling like a dream.
Yeah.
Because, like, even anything that's like, well, even that thing I was at the same time, the jungle house party, because of the environment, it as soon as I left there, I was like, was I on fucking mushrooms or something? Like,
Yeah.
it felt so weird.
Yeah,
and everyone that was there was like, that whole day was a fucking dream. Like, what the fuck did we just do?
Yeah.
Like, but something like that, you're not used to going out on stage in front of all them people. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just place that in your head and go, yep, that happened. That's
normal.
fucking completely normal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's not normal, bruv. It's not normal.
I think at one point, one of the panelists as well said, like, oh, you've been going 3 years and that was the joke. That's your funniest joke or whatever. And I was like, it's not my funniest joke, but like,
You've got a minute.
Yeah. Number one, you've got to condense it to a minute. And number two, like, for an arena, like, I have no idea
how you
I didn't say this on stage, but I mean, like, I have no idea how to perform in an arena. And people on panel are probably like more used to doing that. And so
they must play big crowds, a lot of those guys.
I think they're doing arena tours.
Yeah.
They're famous comedians. And then it's just like, yeah, it's really hard to go from a room of 22 to a room of 20,000 and be like, how do I interpret this joke? Like, you don't know until you've tried.
And they say like the timing's completely different, and you have to like wait and let stuff fucking like run through the crowd and fucking like.
I bet
these are all things you only learn when you've done it a lot.
Done it once, yeah. Next time I'm going to smash it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I bet you I only look out at everyone and nod for about a 0.4 of a second.
That's what I was gonna say. Like,
anyway, so yeah, do you know what I mean? I probably in a moment it felt like a long time, and it was
it's
like
all
going
slow
like,
motion.
But I probably only did it a few seconds.
That's
fuck knows. Fuck knows until we watch it back. We're gonna have to do like a watch.
We're gonna have to watch along. Yeah, we'll do a watch along and fucking review the tapes. Let's review the tapes.
Let's review you scoring and then bombing. Yay.
Well,
but yeah.
The review was good, and then it went downhill. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And that's what everyone who met me afterwards who were like, yeah, that was sick, blah, 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 blah. I just was like, should have kept up with the weed stuff.
Yeah.
Should have stayed
just
with
take the win, mate.
But yeah.
Take the win. You fucking did it.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
I'm happy I got pulled out of the bucket. Like, that alone is crazy.
Right the way up until I got that text, I was like, there's no way that's happening.
Yeah.
Not being negative or anything, but like the chances were slim.
Yeah, for sure.
And like your position, where you was and stuff, I was just like, come on, they got to like do some sort of... They can't pull a guy from the fucking back of the arena, but it's sort of organised in a certain way where they do that before, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
They put you in a section that's
easy to get
easy to access. But fucking hell, we'd have to do the numbers. What are the odds?
Yeah, to break down the odds of that. But yeah, I think that Tony and the crew would have probably gone away from that one like, England's fucking nuts. I think like overall there's no reason to come back. They're nuts.
They haven't been back for ages either, have they?
No, I think it's been a long time.
And it took 3 or 4 years for them to get over the last one, and they've come back and they're like, fuck.
I can't believe I'm going to put this disclaimer here like an hour in or whatever, but I'm so sorry if you don't know what KillTony is.
Play the outro music.
Should have ended on that. I'm so sorry.
Fuck.
Yeah. What do we do?
I don't think we can do anything other than that at this point.
Should we just put it out as a KillTony special episode?
Just do a 1 hour fucking 1 hour chat.
I'm sorry, everyone, we didn't get to do any tapes or anything like that or stuff.
What's the time? It's 2 o'clock.
How long have we been recording for?
1 hour and 8 minutes.
Yeah. It feels nuts to be like, and then just be like, whack a tape on.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to do a normal episode.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is the KillTony bumper special. Maybe I'll put this at the beginning of the thing, of the video.
Maybe. Oh, right.
I'll just say like, hey, this is an episode of Something About Tapes podcast, but it's very, very different because I got picked to go on stage at KillTony. If you know what KillTony is, you know that. If you don't, we explain it a little bit. But if you don't know anything about any of this, it might not interest you.
I think it's still interesting.
Yeah.
The story's interesting.
Okay.
A guy from a small open mic background being on stage in front of 20,000 people.
At the O2 Arena. If that sounds interesting, continue to listen. Yeah. If not, skip to the next episode. We'll go back to normal programming, but I had to just fucking
get
it off my chest.
Yeah, man. I think we need to just wrap that because
all right.
It just needs to be captured like that, I think.
Yeah. Whole thing needs to be told.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
One day we'll listen back to that and be like, do you remember that shit, mate? What the fuck?
Yeah. That's nuts.
Timelines.
All right. We're going.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Sorry it's a bit weird at the end, but yeah, it's like my set.